Hello, my name is Joshua Yakas, and today I'll be showing you all how to use Google Hangouts. This is specifically geared towards professors to integrate this service into their office hours. So if I do not particularly focus on a type of feature application, it is because it shouldn't be necessary or used in their office hours in a normal setting. Now, before I go into how the user interface for Google Hangouts is and what it can be used for, specifically in a professor's office hours, we're going to go on how to get it. Now, you will need a Google account in order to use it properly. But if you use a type of Google service such as Google Plus, Gmail, YouTube, or have an account for your Chrome browser, for example, then you already have an account and it is linked. Now, for this example, I'll just be going to use the Google search engine. My default search engine is Google Hangouts, so I'll just type Google Hangouts, and it should be the first link. So I click it, and then upon going in, because I am signed in for my account, I am greeted with, hello, my name. If you are not signed in when entering Google Hangouts, then it will say, hello, welcome, and in the top right corner in this area, it should say, begin a new session. And upon clicking that button, it will ask you to sign in so you can use your information to start the new Hangout. Now that we have Google Hangouts up and running, it's time to basically go over the basics of how the user interface is and how it works. So we don't have to worry about the top right because the top right is your account, notifications, and the Google apps. So the links to every other application related to Google. So that won't be necessary for now. So right now we're going to start with this UI. So the very first thing right here is your contacts, which is basically the list of people you have communicated with through Google Hangouts. I've only communicated with my other account right now. So there is only one contact, but when you contact other students for conferences, you'll be able to keep track of when the conversation occurred and at what time, but not the length of the actual conversation. Now, under that, we have conversations. So it will act like a messenger app. With the conversations portion of Google Hangouts, it will be acting as some people may know as Facebook Messenger. It is very similar to that, where it will create a conversation. I already have one preset because I sent a message before, and you can see it right here. When you click on a name, it will ask if you would like to start a conversation, and you would type in yes and a greeting message. This is a greeting message sent from the other account, and it will send them an invite to the account. So when you head to the other one, you'll be able to go and check whether they accept, whether they don't accept, stuff like that. Now, again, they have right here is the same thing. You have emoticons or emojis, a place to type in the message, add images, the settings for the conversation as well, and whether you want to add someone into the Hangout or start a video call with that person. We'll get more about video calls later. So let me just close that. Then after, we do have phone calls. You can make phone calls and call someone's phone using Google Hangouts. It will only work if their Google account and their Google Hangouts information retains their phone number, and it'll be using that for their contact. Now, I'm not going to go into its use due to, as a professor, you shouldn't be giving your cell phone information to a student, and it shouldn't be necessary given how the other features of this application will be working. So I'm just going to be skipping that for now. After that, you do have the More menu, which it will do the same thing as opening the menu at the top. They're the exact same thing. And it will just give you a quick breakdown here of other features or reiterating previous features. So contacts is the same as this double person bar right here. Conversations is the same as the conversations menu that I just discussed right here, as well as phone calls. the same, and it's highlighted in green, which is why you can see they're both the same. Now, something that is added on this part is invites. You can send invites to other people in order to add them to a call or to a conversation. I am not going to do that right now, but basically it's the same thing as starting a new conversation, entering the name of the person or their email, which it's usually preferred to use their email because it will be more accurate, because there are people with the same name. And you'll be sending them invite with a message that you'll be typing in saying, "Let us start the conference call. Let's start the meeting right now," something like that. Now, after the invites, we have app downloads. App downloads is just a quick screen that it will link you to a bunch of applications to make it more useful or have it on other devices. So, for example, if you have Android or an iOS phone, so an iPhone or a Samsung phone that uses one of these operating systems, you can download the app of Google Hangouts and use all the features you see here, such as the video call, phone call, and message, on your phone, and it will be linked with your account and everything. All you have to do is download the app, sign in, and it's the same thing. As well as Chrome, you can download an extension. Extensions are the little app buttons right here that show you how they can work, and quick screens. I do not have it up at the moment, but if you would like to add the extension right here, so you just click a button and then be brought into Google Hangouts, you can. And of course, you do have settings to change the general settings of Google Hangouts and how it will respond to certain types of inputs or privacy settings and stuff like that, as well as a help and feedback button in order to change anything that's needed. Now, it's time we focus on the important parts, which are video call, because as you can see, the message and phone call button are exactly the same as the two on the left. It's a type of redundancy, just to make it easier for you to reach. But the video call button is actually something new and something I want to focus on, because this is the main thing that professors should use in order to enhance the flow and ability to connect with students within their office hours. So you have the video call button, and once you click the video call button, it will open a new window that start a room, or basically a window that will hold every person who's in the call. So let's click it, and now we have a call open. Now with the call open, it will have a window that has its own URL, so on and so forth. And the first thing it'll ask when you open a video call with no one else in it, as in you weren't invited into it, it'll ask you to invite other people so you're not alone in it. Because most likely you're in a video call because